Welcome, everybody. My question to you is, what if I could demonstrate to you that your breath is the solution to many of your stress problems? So what I'd like you to do is we're going to do a bit of a breath exercise to start with. Imagine for a moment that you've got a feather 10 centimeters away in front of your nose. Can you all do that for me? I can't see you right now, but imagine you've got a feather. Put your hand in front of you. You've got a feather 10 centimeters from your nose. What you're going to be doing is doing short, sharp breaths. As when you let go of that feather, you're going to keep it up, elevated. When you're breathing out, you're going to breathe from your belly. So it's going to be like this. All right, you got it. Are we ready to go? Let's do that. You're holding a feather. Have you got your feather? White one, black one, pink one. Ready. And I'm going to count you down. You're going to then take a deep breath in and you're going to be blowing. And let's go. Come on, together. You need to keep blowing to keep that feather up. Go a bit faster. You want to get it up in the air. 10 more seconds. Come on, you can do this. Deep breath in. And let it all out. How amazing is that? Put in the chat box there. Thumbs up if you're feeling good. Put a chat. Are you feeling alive? Are you feeling activated for Freedom Fiesta 2024? Let's give some thumbs up. There we go. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Now, there's a breath exercise. Fun one. I like it. It always makes me smile. That you can use in your business environment with the kids at home. What you're doing is you're activating on a deeper level. It's an awakening of your nervous system. It's a great way to release stress. So that's amazing. My name's Tim Wagner. I'm a previously burnt out corporate executive, now turned Breathwork Alchemist and International speaker. And I believe we can all stress less to live and lead a more confident life, becoming impactful and effective. So living fulfilling and abundant, peaceful life. And I'm going to share a little bit of my story as how I went from overstressed corporate to my breakthroughs. And right at the end, I've got a special gift for all of you that are here on Freedom Fiesta. Many years ago, I would wake up and I would be waking every morning with my fog brain. It was just incessant. Could never think. My stress levels would rise as I was thinking the day ahead. And it was just not exciting for me. You ever felt like that? Well, imagine if you could wake up every day more energized and excited with a purpose and looking forward to your day that lies ahead. Here's the question. We may have answers, but is it possible? What do we need to create in this wondrous dream life for it to become a reality? Well, I may have an answer for you, so hang in there. But you're not going to believe how I first came across this, as it came to me in the most surprising of ways after I quit a 27-year career in hospitality due to the ongoing incessant buildup of stress and on the verge of burnout. Got out just before I actually hit that bad spot. I'm sitting behind my desk, and it was a chilly autumn night. I'm just feeling so flipping tired of being stressed. I just don't see that I can do this anymore. I look at my desk and there's papers everywhere where I just see problems and I need to find solutions. I think of my family life and it's just in tatters. I'm never at home. And when I'm at home, I'm arguing all the time. And I feel sick. I'm always lacking this energy. To me, this was not what my life was meant to be like. It feels like I'm being stretched like an elastic band. On one end is my truth, the person I would love to be. And on the other is the stress-filled, anxious person that I am. And the more that I work harder and harder, I go further and further, and this elastic band gets stretched and stretched. And I feel that if it snaps, I'm going to be lost forever. But really, it's not what I want. So I let go. And on that chilly autumn night in April, I stood up from my desk. I walked out of that building, never to go back. I quit. I was done. The most difficult decision of my entire life. This photograph I took on the night that I walked out of that corporate job. And I decided to sit there. I couldn't drive. I couldn't think. I couldn't really see straight. So I sat on the tarmac and I took that selfie and I started to ask myself questions. Why am I here? What is my life all about? And the big one for me, who the hell am I? And I started to go on a complete shift away from hospitality, a 180 if you want. I began many businesses and they all failed. I made a lot of money and I lost more than I made. And then the most amazingly impactful experience of our lives, amazing long word, COVID. Talk about being slapped across your face in a stressed state, in the harshness of reality that was not of our making. And those months of confinement and restriction, how much stress did that create in your life? Well, for me and the wife, we wanted our freedom back. I was still searching for my purpose and who I wanted to be, but in 2021, we made a dramatic decision, and that was our family home. We sold it. We bought a camper van and converted it with our 2 fur kids, and we traveled South Africa. Thumbs up if you love a road trip. Give a reaction. Let's see. Show me your thumbs up there. When you're on Butter Live on here, yes, everybody loves a road trip. Now imagine one that lasts for 1.5 years, because that's what we did. It was amazing. It was during these travels that I first learned about stress less, live and lead more confidently. And I discovered this while training to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, of all things. And what I found out was that when you're breathing through your nose, it acts as a natural tranquilizer for your nervous system and calms you if you're stressed or anxious. And this caught my attention. I figured I've been breathing for about 49 years. So I've got a lot of experience at this. So it can't be that hard, right? Wrong. Couldn't have been further from the truth. And I'm starting to learn that there's different breathing techniques that can elevate you when you're down, calm you when you're stressed. There's even ones that'll help you sleep better. And the more I learned, I began to slowly understand what had happened to me those years ago in corporate. I started to create a clarity of my mind and a feeling of being stress-free for the first time. And I understood that the greatest source of my stress was not the situation, but it was that I was no longer passionate or interested in the business I was running. The business hadn't changed. I had. Chasing money had stretched me so far from who I was, who I internally inside am, that I was lost, lonely, frustrated. Let's take a pause for a moment. I want you to think about one thing that you love doing. Think about that. What do you love doing? Perhaps it's working in the garden. Maybe it's a part of your job or your business that you love, or washing the dishes. Can you think of someone in your life that will avoid doing that, what you love, like the plague? And if they did it, they would feel stressed, anxious, and procrastinate on it. Have you got that one thing in mind? Same situation. You're feeling fulfilled and satisfied and inspired and energized. They're not. So here's the lesson there. When you're doing something that is not aligned to who you are, those external circumstances and situations will cause you internal feelings of stress. And once I discovered my purpose, who I am, and I aligned my values and my goals to this, I became more motivated, energized, inspired, excited, and well, here I am speaking to you today. Knowing your personal values and life purpose is key. Aligning this to what you do will give you that fulfillment and peace and clarity that you're looking for. So what has breathing got to do with this? Well, let's have a little look at what happens when you're in a panic state. And Madarima led beautifully into this by talking about the sympathetic nervous system. So let's have a look at our bodies. Picture yourself standing on a crosswalk. You're about to step out across the road, and as you put your foot down onto the pavement, onto the road, this car comes speeding past you. What do? What happens? Let's go to the chat box. Let's go to the chat box. Do you breathe in that moment faster or slower? Let's have a look. Who's typing there in the chat box? If you're on LinkedIn, you're on YouTube, wherever you are, put in there as well. Do you breathe fast or slow? In that moment of panic, fight, flight. Faster, faster. Thank you. Yes, Cara. Do you breathe from your chest or your belly? Where are you breathing from in that moment? Right. You're breathing from your chest. And does your blood pressure go up or does your blood pressure go down? Blood pressure goes up. Your heart beats faster. And here's the last question. Do you breathe in your mouth or through your nose? Picture that. You step back. You breathe through your mouth. Thank you. Yes. In the stress state, you're breathing into your chest, activation of the sympathetic nervous system, fear, fight, flight, adrenaline, cortisol pumping through your body, stress hormones that are there for keeping you awake and alive and to run from that danger. But here's our major problem, everybody here. Most of us walk around all day, every week, every month, as if we're permanently about to be hit by a car. Can you imagine the damage that happens to your internal system, your nervous system, with that cortisol pumping around your body continuously? This is what damages our entire physiology. It is an epidemic. Over-breathing, breathing in the mouth. Over-breathing is an epidemic. And it's the negative impact that it has on your total well-being in your body. That's where the problem comes. So here's my next lesson for you. Get out a pen and paper. You're going to want to write this down. The first thing that you do in that stressed panic state is shut your mouth. Yes. Close your mouth, breathe through your nose. See, remaining in that stressed and panicked state for a long period of time means that you're breathing poorly. And when you breathe poorly, this increases your stress and anxiety, causing ongoing physical, mental, and issues, and ultimately will lead to burnout. When you consider that 25% of people who hit burnout are hospitalized with chronic medical issues, ladies and gents, this is a very serious matter. But Tim, life and business is stressful. There's many things that you can't control. I understand that. I get it. Client demands, economic chaos, family drama, the kids, the dogs, all adds to the stress. It's not only work, it's home life as well. But you can't control a lot of those things. But what you definitely can control is how you react to stress in the first place. So as I'm learning this and understanding what happened to me those years ago in corporate, I look and I go, well, if I knew this about breathing back then, how would my life be different? So I now can't go back in time, but I can take this information to the corporate world, to those working in high-stressed positions, so to help teach you how you can limit the negative impact that stress has on your business, on your family, and on your health. But here's the great news for you all. You don't need to be nearly as dramatic as I was and walk out of your job. Our daily stress is never going away. We get that. So once you learn about the power that lies behind your breath, this is going to trigger a greater clarity in your mind, giving you a beautiful influence in how you feel, how you think, and how you react to stress in the first place. Because when you control your breath, you control your life. And when you're controlling your life, you're controlling your destiny. So here's my gift to you. Scan that QR code. My book that I finished 2 weeks ago, in time for this, From Burnout to All Out in 60 Seconds, is yours. Scan that QR code. Madrim will kindly share a link for you if you don't manage to scan it. Get that book. In there is a lot more of this information. Those breath hacks, those techniques that lift you or calm you or help you sleep, they're all in there, including my signature transformational breathwork journeys. Ladies and gents, go chase that feather, as your next breath can help you stress less and lead a more impactful and fulfilling life. My name's Tim Wagner. It's been a privilege sharing with you all. I wish you all an amazing Freedom Fiesta. Hang around for amazing international speakers. Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much, Tim.